What is going on, guys? I hope you're all having a fantastic day at whatever it is you're doing. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and deciding to spend some time with me today. Before I jump into this video, my name is Robert. I've made videos in the past talking about how day trading has helped me become financially free. It's helped me quit my job. So for those of you that are just recently subscribed, that you guys don't know me too well, I've been trading for about 3 years now. Trading has also helped me free up my time so I'm able to start businesses. As you guys all know, I started a business hosting Airbnbs. This is just something I did recently. I'm going to go over both of these on my channel with you guys. Guys, having multiple streams of income is essential. I mentioned it in the last video. I'm going to be putting this in your guys' minds. Hopefully I can engrave it in your minds. Being able to have free time and make money, it opens up opportunities for you. You're able to, have time to actually put towards something and work towards something. If I was still working the job I was working 40 hours a week, there's no way, absolutely no way that I would be able to start my own business. There's so much effort and so much work that went into starting it, and had I not had the free time that I did because of my financial freedom, then I would not be able to start it. So I think, guys, it's scary initially, but once you make that move, Siri, what the freak? One thing that I could advise anyone trying to get into trading, because I get questions all the time, like, what broker do you use? How do you start? Can you teach me? Can you help me? Well, I'm going to go over 2 brokers that I recommend for anyone trying to get started, and they say that you need to be trading it for at least 1 year part-time before you even think about quitting your job. Because the idea of quitting your job sounds nice. I mean, come on, guys, I was there at one point. I know working for somebody else, being bossed around isn't cool. It's not enjoyable in a way. So I'm definitely the kind of person that I can't stand being like bossed around and someone's like, yo, do this, do that. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, that's why I'm in this position where I'm at right now. I knew that something had to change. I knew that I needed to be doing something differently, and here I am. The 2 brokers that I recommend for US citizens. So anyone watching this out of the US, it doesn't matter for you. You can go with whoever you want. But for the US citizens, it is a little bit more complicated, and I fully understand this now. When I first started, I didn't really understand this, but the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, they have this rule. You're not allowed to be a pattern day trader, which means that you're opening and closing more than 3 trades a week. You're not allowed to be a pattern day trader in the US without $25,000 equity, well, $25,000 cash in your trading account. Basically, opening and closing a position in one day, that is considered a round trip. You are only allowed 3 of these without $25,000. If you want to make more than 3 trades a week, you're going to need $25,000 USD in your trading account. My guess is that if you're watching this video, you probably don't have $25,000 laying around for you just to play around with. So I mentioned before that trading part-time is definitely something that you should do and you should try out for at least a year. I mean, consistently trade for at least a year and see where you're at, see what you've learned, see what you can improve on, and you'll move from there. And all I can say is that I did this. I worked a job and I traded part-time for well over a year, and I would be on my lunch break, I would be on any spare time I had throughout the day, looking at charts, studying, making trades. That was it. That was like the grind. Looking back on it now, I'm so thankful that I did that. So I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to go into these 2 brokerages and see which one works best for you guys and see which one you kind of decide to go with. You're only going to be able to make 3 trades unless you have 25 grand sitting around. So that's perfect for a part-time trader. You could do 1 trade a day. I mean, it's starting small, but your only other option is moving with offshore brokers. And offshore brokers, they're kind of sketchy. They're offshore for a reason. So you want to stay with like a legitimate US broker, regardless if it's a rough start and if it's a slow start. Stop thinking that you're going to be making all this money really fast and you're going to be making it big right off the bat going with an offshore broker like SpeedTrader or Trade Zero. They sell you this idea that you can make money with less than $25,000, that you can make consistent profits, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's not that easy. You guys have to put a lot of work in. You guys have to learn a lot before you can get to that level. So without further ado, let's jump into these 2 brokerages. This is the broker that I decided to throw out in front of the world and let you guys know that you guys are more than welcome to sign up with this broker. It's a safe US broker, regulated by FINRA, regulated by whatever else regulations you want. Yes, it's safe. Yes, it's a US broker. And no, you cannot be a pattern day trader without $25,000. Let's go down and let's see, why would you choose SpeedTrader? You have speedy executions, low cost trades, and a very powerful platform. So with these three, it's a no-brainer to choose SpeedTrader. You know, I think with their pro platform here, they bring a very, you have everything you need as far as analyzing information, doing technical analysis. You'll have access to, this interface here. This is the fact that they're a US broker and you can open an account with less than 25 grand. That's already a good thing. You get advanced charting, which is very essential to making calculated day trades based off technical analysis. You get to level 2. This is pretty much the marketplace and what's going on in the marketplace. So if you place an order, it'll pop up on the level 2 here. And then you get account management. Oh, you can just manage multiple accounts? Cool. I don't even know what that is. All right. If this is what you want to do, by all means, go ahead and do it. And one thing I want to address is the pricing here. So they have this pricing, which this $4.99 per trade is only for accounts that are over $25,000, as you see here. For accounts under $25,000, which will be most of you guys watching, you'll be doing $6.95 a trade, which I must point out is the exact same price that TDAmeritrade is charging you per trade. This may not make a lot of sense for a lot of you guys, but one thing that I know would make a lot of sense is the software fees. This will be a monthly expense for you, so you look at this as your overhead or whatever you have to spend. Trading is like a business. You can't just get in there and run it and operate it for free. So look at this very carefully and see what you're willing to pay a month. And if you're only making 3 trades a week, you better be making some profitable trades to cover these expenses, right? So anyone with let's say $2,500 cash equity in their account, you guys better be making some profitable trades to keep your account alive and afloat. So overall, I think this isn't too bad. This pricing is fair. It's about anything you'd find out there. And one thing I must mention is TDAmeritrade does not have an active usage fee the same way that SpeedTrader does. You have the SpeedTrader Pro, you have the SpeedTrader Active, I think that's what it's called. That is it. That's SpeedTrader. Check them out. I'll link them down below. Here's some trader reviews about SpeedTrader. So Tim Grittani, this is one of Tim Sykes' students that is now a millionaire trader. Whatever, you guys can Google him and find out about whatever he's accomplished. What he has to say about SpeedTrader. SpeedTrader has been crucial to my success as a trader over the past 5 years. They are one of the lowest cost brokers I've ever worked with. They provide multiple routing options and fast execution for both listed stocks and over-the-counter stocks. And then you have Ross Cameron. This guy has a huge thing going on. He's the warrior trader. He says a day trader can only be as good as his or her tools. SpeedTrader is one of the most important trading tools that gives me an extra edge. I love the platform, reliability, execution, speed, and their customer service. So there you guys have it. And let's move to TDAmeritrade. Thinkorswim is a really high quality platform and it is available for, guess what, free. I'm going to open up my Thinkorswim platform where you can just have a look at that. Alright guys, moving on. I am currently in the Thinkorswim platform. This is by far one of the best platforms out there and it is free to access this really high quality platform. So therefore you guys have no reason why you shouldn't just get on here and look at charts. One thing that I have seen Ricky Gutierrez do, he gets on TDAmeritrade and buys and sells commission free with Robinhood based off the charting info provided with Thinkorswim. You have your watch list, you have news, live news coming at you. You have of course, your really high quality charting, your volume level down here. This is the amount of shares being traded throughout a specific time frame. And you essentially just have access to this, high quality product. And one thing I have to say about TDAmeritrade is that they have 300 plus commission-free ETFs. So if you want to trade on TDAmeritrade, you can do that commission-free as long as your ETF is, in the category of their commission-free ETFs. This is it, guys. As far as learning how to do all the technical analysis, that's a different video for another time. But as far as, you choosing what platform you want to go with, you can put your money in any of these accounts and see where it goes from there. Start 3 days a week. You obviously have the pattern day trading rule that you have to pay attention to. Oh, as you guys can see here, here's a level 2 on TDAmeritrade as well. You have access to this really high quality product, this high quality platform for free. and they have a really good support team. Hopefully, you can sort of do your research on the two. I've sort of brought them to the table. I brought the SpeedTrader platform and the TDAmeritrade platform to the table, and you guys can make that decision for yourselves. If you want to get started trading in the US, I advise you look into these two platforms. Are your best option. And that is all I have to say about that. With me going over these two, I sort of narrowed down the options. I think by far these are the two best options for US brokerages. But as far as a solid all-in-one trading platform, I think these two will do it for you. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I really appreciate all of you for being here today. And one more thing I have to add on the end of this video. It sounds like I'm getting a cold right now, but the grind can't stop, so I'm gonna sit here and tell you guys this stuff. YouTube for me is it's something that I'm working on long term. I mentioned this in my last video. I mentioned that my YouTube channel is a very long-term goal that I have, and I'm gonna get there. And one thing I've observed is almost every single YouTuber sounds the same with their intros and outros. They're all like, "Hey guys, it's me again," or "Hey guys, what's up? It's me." Introduce themselves, yada yada, and then their outros all the same. They're all like subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry about this, but hit the notification bell, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I will see you guys all in the next video.